Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Saratoga Racecourse here on Wednesday. It is the 24th of July, 2024. Gonna look the 7th race from the spot, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it, around the world. Join me this weekend for my King George preview from Ascot, also the Jim Dandy here from Saratoga. But let's look at the 7th race here. I would look at all the races, but my throat is absolutely killing me today. I had a small procedure done yesterday, nothing bad, but ever since then my throat's been kind of hoarse. So if I talk for another 20 minutes, I'll lose it completely because I lost it this morning. But we're gonna look at the 7th race. Back to the races, which is the Honorable Miss Handicap. It's a grade 2 event going for a $200,000 purse race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards here. We have a field of 8 horses going 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the main track. Usually, the last few years, the Honorable Miss seems like it always gets like 4 or 5 horse fields. This year, you have a good 8 horse field in it. With that being said, I love the 1 horse's seed as a top selection. 1-8-4-5 for me in the superfecta. 1-8-4-5 super, top selection, 1 horse's seed. 4-year Flibé into the mischief. Chad Brown trains. Flavian Pratt was absolutely killing it up at Saratoga, gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came in the grade 2 Bed of Roses at Aqueduct, 7 furlongs on the 15th of June, and the horse went by a neck that day, and basically on the front and all throughout, after not the best beginnings, he really took home clear to get the job done. I thought it was a good, gritty performance. I think cutting back to 6 shouldn't be a problem. Coming here to Saratoga for the second time, ran here as a 2-year-old, and didn't run half bad, or ran here as a 3-year-old, and didn't run half bad for the first 3 quarters, and then kind of hit the wall over the final quarter that day. But it's actually, I think her better trip sprinting. Back to it today. I think she could get the job done. 2 back and off lady at Keeneland, 6 furlongs, 24th of April. Seasonal reappearance was a success. Winning by 4 3/4 lengths. Coming from mid-pack, she was a little bit wide, but she really took off clear. 86 Buyer. That was one of her best for her life that day. And then an allowance race at Keeneland in the fall, going 6 1/2, 14th of October. She won by 1 1/4 lengths. And again, finally cutting back and trip, come back to dirt. She winning by 1 1/4 lengths. She was much the best. Before that, they took her to the Music City at Kentucky Downs, where she was running 6 1/2, and not really keeping up that day, and then routing in the Wilton at Saratoga here. She finished 4th behind Randomized and Just Catherine. Randomized was the next start winner in the Alabama. Just Catherine, I want to say she won at Monmouth after that, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but she won some. I can't remember where she won now. I don't think it was Saratoga though. But she got beat by better horses. Also, I don't think she wants to route. I think 7 furlongs is her absolute limit. Back to 6 here today, training well since the last run. She could definitely win. I think the 8 horse here, who is Money's Gold for Top Fletcher and Irad, can win also. Most recently in the allowance race at Saratoga, going 6th during the Belmont Stakes Festival in early June. Off the 11-month bench, this horse went by 2 lengths, and basically on the front and all throughout, she flew home clear. A very, very good strong run. Prior to the test of the 7 at Saratoga, she finished 3rd by 1 3/4 lengths that day. And again, she was just wide, and she ran okay, but she just had an okay 3rd place finish that day. And then the Acorn at Aqueduct at Belmont last year over the mile 16th, finished 4th by 4 1/4 lengths that day. She was wide, not keeping up. She hasn't won since that impressive sophomore, last year. Her impressive victory was at Sophomores Phillies sprint for Florida Breds at Tampa, where she got a 106 Buyer, winning by 17 1/2. She basically won it under wrap that day. Since then she hasn't repeated that Buyer, but she's run these good races as recently. Back to stakes quality horses, second off. I think she could get the job done. But to recap my selection now for the 7th from Saratoga, it's the grade 2 Honorable Miss Handicap. Going to take the 1 horse's seed. Give kudos to the 8 horse Money's Gold. 1-8-4-5 super. 1-8 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck everyone.